Hello all, I'm Mithun and welcome back to a brand new video. So in this video, we are going to getting start with AWS. Okay, so this would be the first video for anyone who is starting with the cloud. Again, so there's a lot of other series planned with this video. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Okay, so what we are going to do in this video is we'll understand what AWS is. Before that, we'll understand what cloud, and then we'll see why AWS is so popular. And let's get hands-on and set up our AWS free tier account, because this is where many of the students are lacking. So I don't know why they just get scared of subscribing to these cloud environments. I will showcase how to do it, and I will also give you some hacks how to save from billing and how to overcome billing as well. And then everyone tells you, okay, if you are a developer, you should get comfortable with Linux, but not everyone can have multiple machines or partitions, right? So it's a good thing to spin up a virtual machine on AWS and use this, okay, so for your Linux related task. So that would be a great addition for any developer. We are going to do that. And I'm going to show you how to connect to your VM as well. Okay, so again, what is VM? Everything will be covered. It's like you will have one more computer for free by the end of this video. Okay, so we are planning a lot of lectures, again everything hands-on around cloud. Okay, so if you're someone who want to get those updates, feel free to subscribe to the channel. So without any further delay, let's get started. Okay, now before going to AWS, let's step back and look at how these things evolved. Okay, so what happens is that first computers came into picture. Computers gave a superpower for us to automate things, to do repetitive tasks, to do tasks with minimal errors, okay, and share stuff to the internet. Okay, so first computer came, then the internet came, where we started sharing stuff to the internet. Okay, now those websites or web pages or applications which are shared through the world through internet, right? So they are powered by something called as servers. Okay, so what we use are personal computers, our workstations. Okay, so what these websites, these applications use, right? So they are servers. Now Mithun, what are servers? Servers are also computers, but they are more powerful. They have the ability of running 24 bar 7. Okay, so they have specific operating systems which supports this. Again, they use minimal resources because we don't want fancy UI, okay, which consumes a lot of memory. Okay, so servers are typically computers which are very much powerful, which are accessible over a network. Okay, I am not going to just say internet, because there are two types of servers. Okay, highly divide, when we divide, we can say there are two types of servers. Okay, so the first one is what not many of you would have heard. So we call them as on-prem or on-premise or bare metal. Okay, so these are servers which are set up for that particular organization or individual. Like let's say if I want to host a website, I will buy a computer, I will make it a server, or else I will buy a server. Okay, so and I will make it accessible over a network. Again, it can be only through my Wi-Fi. Okay, if you see some restricted web pages, right? So they are accessible only in that particular area, or when you are connected to that particular network. Okay, so or I can make it available for everyone on the internet. Okay, so this is what is on-prem and bare metal. Now this was the initial things. Okay, initial everything was here, but the initial cost here is very much high. If you want to set up a server, you need to invest a lot at the initial phase. Okay, again for individuals it is very much not that much profitable, and for organizations also over a period of time the cost gets covered. Okay, cost is the first thing. Next thing is that you should maintain also, right? It's not like I bought a server and it runs every time. No, you should maintain that, and you should also replace. Again, these are hardware machines, it cannot run for lifetime, so you should refresh those machines. And then if there are any issues like electricity issue, if electricity is down, your website is down. Okay, because they should be powered by electricity. And like let's say there are some floods, some natural disasters, then there will be a lot of issues in these scenarios. Okay, cost, maintenance, refreshing, electric, this resource supply, and then finally this disaster. So these were one of the high level problems with on-prem or setting your own server. So later on, a very cool industry started booming up, cloud or cloud computing. Okay, so whenever someone say what is cloud, it's like you are renting something. So cloud is simply there is servers which are accessible over internet. That is what simply cloud is. You do all of the computing or the processing on this cloud machines. You don't have it physically, but you have it virtually. So that's why virtual machines. Okay, a physical machine is virtualized. Okay, again, these are all theoretical concepts, virtualization, all of this. Okay, again, a very cool things, but let's not take it in this video. So this is just a quick guide, quick start for anyone who is starting with cloud. Okay, so these are virtual machines which are accessible over internet. You can sit in your home, okay, and you can rent them. Okay, again, in the free tier you will get something for free as well, and over a period of time, after you complete that free tier, you will be charged as well. Again, this charge will not be for the whole machine. It will be running on a pay as you go model. Means whatever you use, for how much time you will use, you'll only pay for that. You need not to own any machine. Again, the service provider will do the maintenance. The service provider will refresh your machines. The service provider will guarantee you the uptime, that there won't be electricity cuts, and the service provider will also give you an options to backup and recover your data in the cases of the disaster recovery. So this is a very revolutionary thing. So because of this itself, you can see so many of applications powered by servers. Okay, now you will be like, Mithun, if this is so much powerful, why are we not leaving this? It's not like on-prem is completely gone. It's there. It's still more relevant. Why? Because in cloud you are not owning your data. Your data is with someone, some service provider, someone's machine. Okay, so wherever data becomes a very much crucial thing, so they go with on-prem, or majority will go with cloud. Okay, again, it's not like Netflix runs on AWS. It's not like they are stealing the data. No, it's just a risk. That's it. Okay, it's not like AWS will use that data and do something. No. Okay, great. So this is what is the whole server thing, and the concept of cloud came into picture. It was very much booming, and everyone loved it. And AWS was very much early player. Okay, again, so if you talk about major cloud computing providers, AWS from Amazon, okay, Google's cloud, Microsoft Azure's. Three are the major players. Again, there are very multiple players. Okay, Indian players, overseas players, who are very much having less market share, but these three are very much important. Now, what is AWS? AWS is AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Okay, they provide you cloud computing services. Okay, again, Mithun, why everyone is talking about AWS so much? Again, if you compare, no one talks more about Google Cloud or Azure. Everyone talks about AWS. Why? Why AWS is so popular? Because first thing, AWS was very early player, so they have a lot of customers. Next thing is that they offer you pay as you go model. Okay, though, so the pricings will not be that much high. Next thing is that AWS has more than 200 services. Okay, they started with providing cloud machines. Okay, and they didn't stop there. They also moved into IoT, robotics, now AI, okay, blockchain technology, name it anything, okay, serverless. They are very much good at innovating things and bringing new services. Because of that, everyone's choice is AWS. Because of this, everyone's choice is AWS. Next thing is that again, they provide you free tier, so it is very easy for anyone who is getting started. So there is no issue in getting started part. You can directly subscribe to their free tier and you will get all of this. So considering all of these factors, again, they have good community, they host a lot of learning sessions, events. So considering all of this, AWS is very much popular. Okay, so that is why for any beginner, even today, I would recommend them starting with AWS. If you are comfortable with one cloud platform, then moving to other will not be that much difficult. I am not going to tell that it's same, but it will be not that much difficult. Okay, great. So this is the whole introduction to this part. Okay, so if you know this much, it's quite a good thing. Now let's set up our AWS free tier account again. So don't hesitate to create these free tier accounts. Again, I see many were like, sir, what if I charge? No one will charge you if you use it in moderation. Okay, again, we are not going to mine bitcoins right in our machine, so that we are using so much of the resources. Again, you should monitor it. So that's the only thing. So let's get started. I have created a new Google account here. So just to showcase this. So first thing you do is that go just Google AWS. Okay, so don't move to this Nutanix page. Go to Amazon Web Services, aws.amazon.com. Let me zoom this a bit. So again, you can see agentic AI, next level innovation, why AWS, broadest, deepest set of cloud. Again, I told you, right? I missed to tell you one thing, that whenever you are running a large scale organization, what happens is that you need to have servers at various locations. Okay, so that the latency becomes less, means the speed becomes more. That's the whole idea. Now, if you're setting it up on-prem, then in each country you should set up your machine. That's not feasible, right? So with cloud, you can rent machines at a very less cost in multiple locations as well. Again, AWS has a lot of uh, nodes. Okay, so again, these many services, products. Okay, so training and certification, global infrastructure. See, so you can see, right? So wherever you want, you can just see on this globe. So where there is. So without any further delay, let's get started. So let's create account. Okay, just click on sign up. So it will take you to the sign up page. So let me give the email address. Okay, again, so I created some dummy user account. So let me just type that, someone dot user 6366 at gmail.com, just for the demo purpose. Again, I'm going to close this, and let me give the account username. Yeah, so let me verify the address. So I haven't logged in on my machine, so I have my mobile here. So let me fill in the OTP from here. Someone.user6066 at gmail.com. Yeah, let me check the spam as well. Yeah, so I got the code. Let me verify this. Okay, so let me create some password. Okay, make sure you remember this. So it's a regular thing. Oh, it's publicly known. So let me randomize this. And let me just move to the next step. And yeah, so if you want, you can just save. I don't need to save. Again, see, you can choose your account plan. So go with free. Okay, receive up to $200 in credits, include usage of services. Okay, so we don't want scaling, and we don't want all services. Whatever we need for the learning purpose, it will be there here. So let's choose the free plan. And how do you personal? Just fill out all of this information. I filled up the address details, and it took me to the billing page. Here it's crucial. So for Indian users, so AWS accepts all of the cards, but try to use Visa card. Okay, because some of my Mastercard and I didn't try Amex, but yeah, Rupee and Mastercard were filing. So just try to fill with the Visa card details. Again, debit credit doesn't matter. So let me just add the details. Okay, so it takes to the buildex page, and it will not charge you a lot. Okay, so it just asks you for 2 rupees. Okay, so just complete the payment. Okay, so once you are done, 2 rupees will be debited. Okay, and your account will be set up. Okay, so just hold on for this. And okay, so I thought there was some payment issues, but yeah, so if there is any payment issue, just resolve it. That's it. Okay, so the primary purpose was personal use. Okay, so ownership type individual. Okay, so I'm not a owner, and just give your PAN card details. That's it. Okay. Okay, again, so don't get scared of doing all of this. Okay, so you're doing it for learning purposes, and there is no harm in doing it. And even though if you have any billings, you can just tell them you are learning, and then everything will be great. Okay, so just choose the basic support, free. Okay, so we are not going to pay a single rupee. Okay, so now so the registration is done, so you can just sign in to the console. Okay, again, you would have got an email as well telling that, hey, so you're successfully done. And now finally you are on to the home page. Okay, so this is how you create your account. Okay, again, so there is no need to worry much. Okay, so don't be scared that I give my PAN card, will they debit? No. So AWS is a very reputed company. It doesn't happen anytime. Again, so but let's say by chance if you get charged as well, okay, you can just give a call to their customer care within 6 months, okay, and tell them that you were learning and by mistake it happened, so they will waive off the fee as well. Okay, since you are not doing it for commercial purposes. Okay, don't worry on that. Now we set up our AWS Free Tier account. Now let's spin up our first VM, the virtual machine. Okay, so here they provide just a minute. So let me move to the dark mode. Okay, yeah. So now AWS provides a lot of services. Okay, you can just search for services again. See, so there are a lot of services. If you go to all services alphabetically, you can see how many services are there. Okay, so there are a lot of services. Now in especially in the renting space, renting of virtual machines, EC2 is a very is the offering. Okay, so you can see, right, EC2 is the virtual server on cloud. Okay, so elastic cloud compute. Okay, so EC2 elastic cloud compute, create, manage and monitor virtual servers in cloud. So we need to create this, so you can just click on this launch instance. Okay, you can give some name. I will just say YouTube demo, something like this. Again, if you see, you can choose the operating system as well. So you have Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat. I have seen many companies like they don't buy machines for their employees. They will give some Windows machine as well. Okay, so that's also a very good thing. But I told you, right, our aim is that every developer should be comfortable with Linux, and going further, we will be using Linux a lot. So let's choose a Ubuntu machine, which is the Linux, a flavor of Linux. Again, so just look into the architecture 64. Okay, again, you should choose something which is free tier eligible. Okay, so T3 micro. Okay, so this is free tier eligible. If you see here, there will be a lot of configurations. Okay, you should select something which is like T3 micro or nano would be fine. And now here comes the very important part. You should create a security key pair info. Okay, so just select RSA and PEM and just give a name. Okay, again, this is very much important. If someone has access to this, they can access your VM. So do not share this. Just download this and keep it for yourself. Okay, great. And now by default, select allow SSH traffic. Don't allow all of the traffic. Only allow SSH traffic from everywhere. And we are selecting one with 8 gigs of RAM, so which is very much cool. And you can also see the advanced settings. We need not to do anything, so we are just launching a machine, so no need to go into all of this. Just say launch instance. Okay, so it will take around 1 minute. Okay, so within that your machine will be launched. Go to instances. Here you can see, so you have this machine already running. Okay, now how to connect? Very simple way. Just click on connect. Connect using public IP. Just say connect. And since, okay, I hope you guys know that Ubuntu Linux machines, they don't have fancy UI. You will be getting access to the shell. Okay, shell of the machine, and everything happens there. See, this server is running. Again, you can choose the location. This server is running in Europe. Okay, so it's running in Stockholm. Okay, you can change the thing as well. For Indian, if you want more speed, you can choose Mumbai. I have chosen Stockholm, the default ones. Okay, so if you see, so this is the usage. I'm using 25% because the OS is installed. Okay, this is the temperature minus 273. Okay, so memory usage is 24%. So this is my IP address. Everything is good. But you are running on the browser. So what happens is that sometimes connection breaks. So this is not the recommended way. So the recommended way, okay, so let's move to how to connect our VM via SSH is by using a software called as Termius. Okay, so this is by far the best software which I have seen for this SSH connections. You have a lot of other things as well, but yeah, so this is something which is which will suit our requirement. Okay, again, so yeah, this will suit our requirement. So now just say new host. So copy the IP address. You will get the IP address here. Copy the public IPv4. Okay, give it a label like let's say YouTube demo. Again, so the SSH will happen in default port 22. Uh, Here in the keychain, right? So just add a key. Okay, add a key. So just give YouTube demo. Okay, and drag and drop that file, PEM file which we downloaded, right? So just select that PEM file. So this will help you in authentication. Okay, so you have this, and in the host, so just say you have a key and certificate, a key that is YouTube demo. Okay, I have saved it as YouTube demo. You can just say, and username will be Ubuntu, and password will be Ubuntu. Okay, so with this, now just click on connect, add, agree and continue, and you should be able to see this. Okay, now you will have a very good connection. Again, in the further videos we will be using. Now if you see ls, there is no folders, you can just do any operations, like let's say mkdir test. Okay, so if you see, you have a test file, you can go inside test file, you can create something, or else you can just say uh, so echo hello. So let's just say hello world. Okay, so this is your hello world on your Ubuntu machine. So this is running on Ubuntu 24043 uh, on this whole machine. So this is what is the setup you should have. Okay, and this is the first step of you starting your cloud journey. So make sure you have every set up everything ready, and you know these concepts, why you are doing, why you are using cloud, and why you are using AWS, everything. We set up our free tier account, we spin up our first VM, we connected our VM via SSH, everything is done. Okay, so now one thing to pay attention is that whenever you are not using, so just stop this instance. Okay, so if you want to delete, you can just say, it's like you are you will be built for the associated resources, but we don't have any associated resources, so we will be not build. So just say stop. Okay, again, every time you restart, the IP address changes, the key remains the same, so you need to just change your IP address in your terminus, and that's it. Okay, so this will be, you will be not charged again. You can also look into the billing section, billing and cost management. So here it will give you a lot of information. Again, keep an eye on your emails, you will be getting the information as well. Okay, so now we have just started this account, right? So it won't be there, but yeah, so you'll be getting regular emails as well and updates, so keep an eye. Again, don't worry or don't get scared that what will happen, why I have given my PAN card, my bank account, will they auto debit? No, auto debit doesn't happen until and unless you authorize. Okay, great. So the see as soon as you stop, we stopped the instance, right? So the instance is stopped. So if you see, go to the dashboard, so the instance is stopped. Okay, so that's why the connection breaks, that's it. Okay, great. So I hope you guys are now comfortable with what is cloud, what is AWS, why AWS is popular. You have your AWS account, you have spin up your first VM, you have connected it, play around it, and I will be picking up more such videos, okay, around cloud. And yeah, so that's it, and I will catch you up in the next video. Give this video a thumbs up, comment your thoughts on what videos you need next. Okay, I will surely facilitate that, and yeah, I will catch you up in the next one. Thank you.